Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated. Hello, hold on, guys. I gotta get this so it's nice and warm. Make it so it's comfy, cozy, Get my butt back into here. Oh my goodness, how is everybody today? And to the replay crew, welcome. I know yesterday's show wasn't that exciting. There just really wasn't a whole lot to talk about. But not like today's got a whole lot to talk about. I really haven't been watching the news. So, though I am a person who thinks transparency in government is necessary, and I don't like the different directions. Well, thank God I don't add to the tax pool, but when I did, I can imagine how much my money went for shit that how does Carlin say it? Shit that you don't need with money that you don't have. Hey Jerry, how goes it? Oh good Lord, Jerry. Just make sure you rest. Get plenty of rest. Oh man, I'm glad you made it though. It's kind of scary when you go under. And then you wake up like no time has passed. It's like hey Shannon, how goes it? When you go under, all I remember is the mask, breathe in, take deep breaths. And I did that twice. And that's the last I knew. And next thing you know, I'm coming to in a completely different room. So, oh, just makes my eyeball hurt thinking of that. Anything that's close to the eyes, I'm afraid of. I have like 20/50, 20/55 vision, and they could probably fix it. Hey, Brazzy, they could probably fix it with that laser shit they do, but I'm afraid to lose my eyesight. No, man, I'd want to be under anesthesia if it was, yeah, if it was that close to my eyeball, because you're watching them. I mean, so I would be. I'm even scared to death of the fact that they got to go with me awake into my. Oh bloody hell! Don't. Just a thing, and I never remember till I fight with it for the first time. Grab your pop at the bottom, and then open it. Don't grab it from the middle because you're adding pressure to the lid that you're already trying to open. Away from the laptop that's sitting below me. Oh man, what a busy morning. Yeah, good. I would want to be put to sleep. I learned when my youngest had tubes, they put him to sleep only for a split second. Uh, Putting the tubes in doesn't hurt. I guess they put him asleep just for that little tiny bit of time so they can get the tubes in so the child isn't, wiggling and, moving around, trying to roll around. Got my ear pinned in one spot. I got to roll. So, yeah, I learned that when they gave him, they put tubes in his ears at 10 months old. Nah. And then I didn't put it together because I was 25. The fact that he had tubes in his ears and he could hear way better. I didn't expect the vacuum cleaner to startle him like he did. The poor baby just sat and was in his swing and just jumped sky high when I started I vacuumed around him before. I didn't put two and two together. And yeah, he jumped sky high and started crying. And I'm like, oh shit, you can hear this now. So, yeah, but they, if you get tubes that early, they take away your bottle. So poor baby had 10 months old and pretty much just solid foods, which at over 9 pounds, it didn't bother him. So, Oh man. I used to if hubby would go if he had a bruise or something and he didn't really want to explain it at work. I said, just use me. I don't care. Just tell him it was rough sex and I hit you. Uh, he's like, yeah, no, not telling that to my coworkers. Hey, Jammer, how are you? I don't blame you. You need to rest as much as you can. Um, so now, welcome, Jammer. He's another mod in Wages World's channel and Marfugel's channel, and I can't think of anything right off the top of my head, but yeah, I'm sure people through here have recognized that name. Yeah, he's got a Discord. No, not Discord. Duh. This is how old I am. Uh, a Telegram, a news Telegram on Jammer One on Discord. Telegram. I have so many of these bleeping apps. I have Discord. I have. There's another one. I don't know if I still have anymore. Gil. I'd have to look. Um, Signal. The one I just mentioned, and it just completely ADHD. Yeah, on Telegram. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's got a couple of groups on Telegram. That's where I get most of my memes from my jokes. As I just going through Pepe's Lives Matter under the Daily Morale thread. That's where I find a lot of stuff. So, yes, awesome. Thank you, Browsy. Um, yeah, I don't know if I can do this or not. Glasses. I finally brought a pair. Oh, good, they're filthy. Let's see if I can just get it. It's how do I share? Oh, there we go. Here, I can put it into the regular chat. I am not very. Oh God, that's right. I was watching Hoarders this morning as I cleaned underneath the kitchen sink. No, 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 no. Got to completely turn the sound off. I don't want to get dinged. But here we go. That's his news channel. I could find this quickly. Yeah, I found that quickly. But yeah, I'll watch Hoarders or what's the other one? I said, "How clean is your house?" from England. And while I'm going through stuff, like I went underneath this kitchen sink and watching that, I just start throwing stuff away. I don't sit there and because I watch people on Hoarders who have to touch it and have to go through everything, and I'm like, no, we'll just chuck it. Oh, cool! I get a kick out of Marsh Jams. Yeah, it's usually in the end of the evening when it just scrolls over into uh the Jam channel. Yeah, I'm still listening. Cleaning up the kitchen and on weekends. Marf has become such a routine for me that even on the weekends, it's like what I have to listen to while I clean up my kitchen after dinner. So, and sometimes when it comes on early, I have to rewatch it again just so I have that background noise that I associate with cleaning up after the kitchen. That or listening to Mike from Around the World. Yeah. Oh God, no kidding. Shit, Hoarders makes this room look spotless, and I haven't had a chance to get to it. But I bought under sink organizers for the kitchen, and I think I'm gonna have to do that for the bathroom because I just start shoving shit in there, and then all of a sudden it's just like, how come the bathroom down below me has got water? Wow, nuts! That means I've bumped a pipe and it's running right to the basement bathroom. So, oh, cool. Be nice just to have going on in the background because I'm usually just dancing in the kitchen by myself by the time the music comes on. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much by myself anyway, because daughter's not here, hubby doesn't get home, and then by the time the jams typically start, he's in bed already. But I've been going to bed about 9 o'clock. And good God, have I been sleeping. I mean, I cut out the I cut out the drinking other than when I went with my son and we had a celebratory beer um for here. These little guys, they help me sleep because I live in Washington State and they work really, really well. I was surprised. I learned I'm not the typical alcoholic and I don't need anything in between. I don't get the shakes or I don't when I stop. But I learned it's a habit. It's an expensive habit to shut the old brain down. So I've kind of tried to stop with this, sticks with these, and they're pink lemonade flavor, and they're basically indica. Uh, it helps quite a bit, and I'm not waking up 4 times a night to go pee to empty out the at least 1,100 ounces I drank before bed. So, what do you call it? Crystal Light, though. I am going through a lot of Crystal Light, and I'm really gonna. Oh heck yeah! I'd be driving. It's a 20-minute drive for me to get to my local, the closest one to me, because I live out in BFE. I mean, I no pizza delivery. I'm lucky I have groceries delivered out here. I mean, Fred Meyer's, Kroger will do that. Oddly enough, the closest Walmart, which is I'm 13 miles away, does not deliver out to here. But the other Walmart, which is a good 17 miles away, delivers out here. Go figure. But I think actually the Walmart that they deliver will carry more product than the one that's 13 miles away. So a Walmart in every corner, or a weed shop. That's a good thing I'm not monetized because that probably would have eliminated any monetization. Oh, do you have one of those stores? I mean, no. Around here in Washington, every corner we have an espresso stand. Ah. Oh, I understand. Luckily I haven't had to. Well, I've been on pain management for 20 years because of the fibromyalgia, the osteoarthritis, the destruction I did to my back working with the mentally handicapped. So, but it's not enough to get disability. I asked my doctor. He's like, "Yeah, but you would miss the what did he work? Not the camaraderie, but the company, I guess, of working with other people." And daughter's like, "He doesn't understand you're antisocial, does he?" I said, "No." I mean, if I really missed that, I'd volunteer someplace. But I've got the 13-year-old and Jesus, criminy sakes, in April he turns 14. And the 9-year-old, gee, it's gone by too fast. But yeah, it's been I can't remember. I remember getting him in the 90s, but it wasn't that bad until what did I hit? Like 48. I had to do the shots in my hip, the sciatica shots, and then in my bursa, those shots there, and they worked really good. They got me because I was hardly walking at all. I was walking with a cane. I couldn't stand up. I couldn't drive. The pain was terrible. The the shots got me moving again to the point that I just didn't need them anymore. And I got daughter, as I call her. It's my son's ex-girlfriend. She moved in when she was 18 when her mother passed away from breast cancer. Uh, and her dad, trying to make ends meet, uh, brought in another elderly gentleman to help with rent. And I'm like, yeah, no, you are not. No, his room was right next to hers. I'm like, no, you're living with us now. Mm-mm, no more. You are living with us because it just didn't have a good vibe feeling, you know. Um, so yeah, she's been with us since she's 18. She's born and she's, oh my, she turns 35 this year. But she's never here. Rarely, like once a day to do her, once a week to do her laundry. She's got her boyfriend. They're trying to make between his child support, they're trying to and get enough money to finally move out together, which is great because once she does, I'm moving out of here until we're getting into a way smaller place. I have this is main floor, basement, 2 living rooms, 2 kitchens, 2 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms. Um, and if I'm not careful, I will fill it full of shit. So I got mother's thing I gotta drag out and take a whole bunch of clothes. I don't know where to take. Who in the hell nowadays, thanks to our lovely food pyramid, fits into a petite small? Nobody I know. But I have a whole big black and yellow bin full of mother's clothes, dress clothes. She was a teacher. Really nice dress clothes, high-end clothes. It's gonna fit into them. I tried doing a consignment shop and they never sold because nobody's built that way anymore. I mean, I finally got to the point where I stopped looking at myself in the mirror and cried, because I wasn't the 102 pounds I was expected to be. Yeah, I was 102 pounds when I was in high school. Mother couldn't cook, and I didn't eat. When she did cook, I didn't eat it. It was, um, I'm sure liver and onions could be great in someone else's house, but you might as well just peel off the leather off my father's dress shoes and eat that. It was about the same. But uh, one of the things I did tell, as I call her daughter, because it's been so many years, um, I preferably want the car paid off before you move out. Move out, and that way you'll have an extra $300 to go to whatever. Yeah. So, but yeah, they're seriously. He got a different job with the government, so that makes a little bit more money. It's just a little bit matter of time to save up and improve their credit because they found a firm. I've never used it. So, but I can't bring myself to use it because then you end up with instead of paying for it all at once, you end up with 4 months of different piddly payments and you got to keep track of it. I can't do it. Mm-mm. There ain't nothing I want that bad. So, mm. But yeah, so eventually that's why I'm going through and throwing away shit and watching hoarders going, do I need this? No. Do I need no. But then I look at things, I got a whole set of books on building sheds, houses, plumbing, all that kind of stuff. And I'm looking at that going, should I get rid of this? No, if we don't have power, that was A, will come in handy, and B could be a source of trade. So yeah, I still have that set of books and the VHS for the, and I think I can throw that away though. The VHS for the shopsmith out in the garage that's sitting in there collecting dust. So I think the VHS can go. I want to do it. I call it instead of Swedish death cleaning, I call it Norwegian death cleaning. So, I mean, you'd be proud of me. I went to a Goodwill in Seattle Monday. It's huge. Didn't buy a damn thing. It's like I was telling the 9-year-old. I said my new rule now is before I bring one thing into the house, 2 things got to go. I mean, I'm not leaving this shit for the kids to deal with, and no. So I still got to go through, sit down one of these days and just put something mind numbing on TV because I got pictures. Some people I recognize, some people I don't. Nobody's asked for them, so part of my brain says, just chuck them. You know. Hi, Wise Jen. How are you? It's good to see you here. My poor phone cracks me up. It keeps wanting to capitalize your W. It'll pick it up eventually. I got it. My phone finally picked it up for Miss V. Phases of the Moon by Miss V. If I get phases, it'll automatically spell that out for me. Oh my God, yes. We're you were probably like me and hubby, raised by the silent generation. Went through the depression. I still have a coffee cup full of bacon grease that I need to throw away in my freezer. I swear that was where it was. Oh, it's got to save the bacon grease. Shove it in the freezer, and then it tastes like freezer. So I just at one point I've got canned some of it, so it can sit on the shelf. But some small bits, I'll just put it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it that way, so it's not so bad, and then use it. I want to find tallow. Of course, I haven't looked very hard. But if I had the ambition, I could just go to the meat shop that I worked at and said, "Hey, can you guys save me some fat?" And I'll make my own tallow. But I haven't the ambition. I've got the crock pots, just not the ambition. I think the last thing that was cooked in the big purple crock pot downstairs. Uh, how did one put it? They separated the oils from something so they could, use it in brownies and whatever they wanted to use it in. So it's got this green ring that I can't get off. I'll probably have to get out like the steamer to clean it off. It's like it's stained. Where they just kind of, I'm not exactly sure what the hell they did. So, oh, I made hash browns the other day. We'll go with Yukon Golds. They're good. They're really, really good. With a little bit of butter and coconut oil. Years back, my oldest, his best friend, spent the night, and so we, got out and had breakfast, and I made hash browns, and he looks at him and goes, "Are hash browns not supposed to be gray?" And I was like, "Oh my God." Because, I used the ricer, took all the water out of it, actually did the homemaker thing. Um, and I was like, "Oh, your dad let them sit out too long and they rusted. That's why they're gray. That's why they turn gray, your hash browns, because we call it rusted, started changing colors." And that was funny. Hash browns aren't supposed to be gray? I was like, "No, honey. No, they're not supposed to be." But yeah. Oh, cool. That would be awesome. Um, our little store that I worked at, I was a meat wrapper for 7 years. Uh, about everything in that store, but I was a meat wrapper for 7 years, so I learned, you know, what to eat, what not to eat, and they'd usually just throw all their fat away unless it's hunting season, and then the guys want, save me 25 pounds of fat so they can grind it in with their burger stuff. So yeah, I've had gray hash browns growing up. Gray hash browns cooked in about this much Wesson oil. I mean, even the boys remember Grandpa's cooking. The hash browns dripped when you pick them up, but he never did. never did any cholesterol medication. I think the only thing holding him together, because he passed away at 90 last June, was Velveeta, whole milk, and Miracle Whip. He had a cholesterol level of 300. Still had all his marbles the day he passed. So, yeah. Hey, Vicky, how are you? I feel better today than I did yesterday. I think yesterday was my own little pity me head trip yesterday. And, it was good. This morning I changed out my drain from a day and it wasn't what was required. And then, of course, today, within 4 hours, I filled up to what's supposed to be a day's worth because I was cleaning underneath the sink. So hopefully, if I can keep it down, yeah, stop doing that now. Excuse me. Then I'm not constantly sitting on I sit on the step stool, and I'm bending over, so this just didn't like it at all. It's sore right now. It's not happy with me. It's very angry. So, oh yeah. I don't remember when I made my first gray ones. Dad was always the cook. Mother, she thought she'd do the nice thing, and send me a box of cookies when I was at university. Yeah, no, they were a nice box of crumbs. They were and what wasn't crumbs was so hard and dry. I wasn't a coffee drinker at that point, but it would have needed at least 2 cups of coffee to soften that back up. Yeah. Man. Yeah, for making the gray. They're still edible. I don't think it changes the flavor any. But then I put gobs of salt on it, so. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the menagerie, as I call us all. Yeah. I don't have a certain topic. It's just whatever. And I've been taking you guys with me on this trip I call breast cancer that luckily is gone, but I still got reconstruction to do. Because you can see the shadow right there. They're going to fill this up next Tuesday. Fill this up and hopefully take the drain out. So, hey, 7th. So, but it's just one day at a time. And I think that's part of this drain is starting to break me down. It's just like, I can't really go anywhere. I mean, luckily, if you go out to a restaurant when we have to go to the hospital, to pick someplace dark, I can keep my coat on. No one sees this thing that flops around and, when I walk. It's not like I really tuck it anywhere. So, gotta figure out how to get to town this weekend. I mean, I can't drive, but I gotta return things to Amazon. I gotta get vegetables because I miss my salads. And I don't know if I trust personal shoppers to get my organic fruit and tomatoes. I mean, my luck, I'd put down organic tomatoes, which heirlooms. Oh God, they're so good. I like the red ones for some stupid reason. I don't even mind the yellow, but I haven't quite gotten to the purple yet, and that's probably what I would get. I mean, but um, but I need to go Saturday and just like just drive me to the grocery store and UPS, and I can drop this stuff off. Because of the shirts I bought to hide I thought, oh, the nice flower will hide the visual of, this is a solid. You see this, my little friend here that goes everywhere. They're too short, way too short. No adjusting the straps to make them any longer. So they got to go back. They're pretty, but they got to go back. Oh, it's Wednesday. Is it sad that it's just like, okay, 6 more sleeps till I go maybe hopefully remove the drain? Part of me is saying just lie about it. If you got a day that's got, like today, I had a lot of extra fluid because I was moving. Just not putting it down. Put it down someplace else. because I want this out. So, oh no, never mind. It's not for me. It's like a wind advisory. No, that's Issaquah. So, yeah. makes me makes me think of Total Recall. I don't know if she was in the second one, but I know she was in the original Total Recall. So God. Oh Jesus, you should have seen it. My son's face, my oldest. Okay, he drove me to my appointment on Friday. And we were talking about things and stuff, and I said, "Well, I forget what we got talking about." I said, "Well, your mom's got an OnlyFans." And he's just like, "Oh my God, mother, please tell me no." I said, "No, I do. It's completely blank. But there was no way in hell someone else is going to take the name Miss Dragon. I got double authentication on it because someone tried to take it when I first got it." And yeah. So it just reminded Steve Carell's just like, "No, please, God, no." That's the first thing that came to my mind when he said that. He's like, "Oh God." Yeah. Hey, Don. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. No, and I'm on now my second round of antibiotic. So, and lots of yogurt so that I can keep my good gut flora going. But yeah, um, I'm just so tired of this drain though. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Good luck with that one. Good luck with that one, Jammer. Mm, yeah. Um, I'm just so tired of it. I don't know how people. I guess if you have to live your life with it, your brain starts to adjust. But yeah, just so tired of it. And hopefully in a week it'll slow down. I just don't probably need to sit there and continually scrunch and bend over and move like I do because I can't sit still. So yeah, I know I'm working on now the third week with it. So, but as every time they add more fluid, there's less fluid that I have to host, I guess you could say. It doesn't want to fill up that empty space with water, so it's not. It's gonna come out. But oh gosh, yeah. Probably now that I did all this today, I probably won't do anything. I probably won't have anything to empty till tomorrow morning. 'Cause this morning I had less than the 30 they wanted for 24 hours. So at least it's not like a friend of mine got her tummy tuck and hers were on each side of her hip, and I'm like, oh my God, that has to be uncomfortable to sleep with. I know, as is mine when I sleep. I have a lanyard that I just kind of lay it beside me so I don't roll over it, so I know that I don't pinch it, that I don't. So can't sleep on my stomach though. That'll be a while before I can do that. It's not because this doesn't like it. It's because this doesn't like it. It's like, yeah, no, no, we're not where we're supposed to be. You're gonna push us in the wrong direction. It's gonna hurt because they're all. I'm not exactly sure where the attachment is, but the ports up here. And Don, if you've been pretty sure you've already seen Pulp Fiction where she gets the adrenaline shot. That's kind of like what the doctor did to me when she found my port. Yeah, the bigger syringe, and there's no feeling anyway. It's numb. Shoved it in there, and that was my first thought was Pulp Fiction. And she's sitting there changing it out with all the little salines to get 100 cc's in there. So, see how many more cc's they're going to shove in there. And I told them, I said, well, if I'm going to do one side, it's going to look like this. I'm going to have her lift the other side. I don't want to be, have my new Native American name be, one hangs low. So, yeah, thank you. Oh, that is a nice, that sounds good. Oh. But I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad you're here, Jen. Oh, that tacos sound good. See, I haven't really made anything plans for dinner yet. It was gonna be steak and eggs. I think it still might be steak and eggs. It's easy. But no. Uh, this is still tight, so I can't push on it too much. Push. I go straight up, raise my arm, no problem. Try to kind of pull it backwards. And I'm thinking one of the tabs are probably right up here. That's where it is. Hey, Heather, how are you? Oh, is my heat thing still going? Kind of a little. Yeah. I found, what did I find? A couple of Sterno cans in the kitchen underneath the sink. I think they were left over from a graduation party. So I was like, well, this will burn. So I cracked it. I couldn't get the can open. I'm pretty sure it's rusted yet. Took one of the old-fashioned can openers and poured it in there. Still warming up, so. My foot might have kicked something and I didn't realize it. I'm like, sounded like a cat was up there. Oh, aren't they fun? I remember telling my sister, just, put your boob right into the freezer and then slam the door shut, and it's about equivalent to what you're getting. But, yeah. They're always, used to be before the big C word hit. The ladies we'd go get our mammogram, we'd go and sit down and we'd have coffee in this little waiting room, all in our little gowns waiting to be called. Now you just stay in the little cubicle where you undressed at. It's like, well, so much for this being somewhat, social, not feel so awkward. Now you're just isolated in a little room till you're called. So I'm doing pretty good, other than the fact that this drain is driving me bananas, and can't take a bath until that's out. So sitz baths for me is the closest, other than hubby washes my back, and it's got to be really, really careful. So yeah. I'm luckily they won't have to do this side anymore, just this side. So it's like I had a nurse practitioner ask me when my last female exam was. I said, I have no idea. There's nothing left in there to examine. It's all gone. She's like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah. But now that I'm starting to feel better, I'm like taking things on like underneath the sink, because I bought the organizer. I was like, I need to do it. I need to go through the kitchen junk drawers, because plural junk drawers, plural. I know I've got one stuffed full of sandwich bags that I never used. Oh, I got out too many. I'll just stuff it in the drawer right here, and then I'll use it the next day. Nope, not at all. I would go and get one out of the little dispenser, and and then I open that, going, oh shit, that's right, those are in there. Yeah. Oh, I know. Isn't it nice? Hey, Trinity, how are you? Oh my God. Yeah, you had quite the battle, though. Oh, jeez. I mean, I'm afraid that's what would have happened if I would have stayed local. So I'm willing to drive my ass over those passes once a week. Yes. I had my hysterectomy at 40 something. They wanted to do it when I was 26, and my stupid ass went, no, no, It's not that I was going to have any kids because I had my tubes tied, but the only way to fully diagnose what they thought I had, which was endometriosis. It's in instead of it just growing on the outside like most people, it grows into the muscle walls. But that's the only way to identify it. But I was stupid me said, no, I'll wait till it was more painful, I guess, and more costly. Hey, Luna, I love you too. How are you doing? Yeah. So I did that. I did that stupid route. And the OBGYN was the only doctor I could ever get to prescribe me Toradol pills. Every other doctor's like, no, it'll tear up your stomach. I'm like, I know I don't take them for more than 5 days in a row. It's like, no, we can't do that. So I'm like, I like a standing order. If I need to, I can just go into the doctor's office and the nurse will give me a Toradol shot. Those are wonderful. Especially after you spend all day painting your ceiling. You can kind of go, can you please? Yeah. It's like Toradol for anybody who's not taking it, but I'm pretty sure everybody here has. It's like super duper Motrin, ibuprofen. It's just like, oh God, it works wonders. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I never. Oh God, I know. I love Toradol. I don't know if I could convince my doctor just to get me a little vial, and then I can just give myself. No, I better not. Because I'd probably be doing that. Oh, my back hurts. Let's just have one of these, and then go and hurt my back even more because I don't realize how bad it is. So thank you. This shit is just so slapped on. Oh yeah. Yep, that's pretty much what it is. Oh God, Don, you may, and Heather, you may remember this. We had stuff when I worked at Yakima Valley School. It was called PACs, and I think it was like ibuprofen with caffeine. Or maybe it was ibuprofen, Tylenol, and caffeine put together. Oh God, that was wonderful. Just go and we'd go ask the nurses, and we had a local store that would carry it for a long time, and I can't find it anymore. But yeah, anybody wasn't feeling bad, they just go up and get a couple of those, and we could make it through the rest of the shift. But oh yeah, what is the thing? It's an old Bill Cosby album. I think it's off the album from like 63 or 64, and it's called, what is it? What is Air? And he talks about his wife on My Doll and how it was the most wonderful thing he's ever taken. Of course, hindsight, you look at what happened and what he did, and you're like going, you sure it was My Doll? But yeah, it was, Don, it was great. I mean, everything was over the counter. They just had it in a combination. Probably want to. Someone's home. Poor baby's not feeling good at all. So I don't want to be so loud that I'm so used to being by myself with the door open. So yeah. But yeah, it was wonderful, and I really, really missed it. What was another one I would take in a pinch back then? Excedrin? I think that had caffeine in it. And of course, anything with caffeine. Kind of. It was just like Tylenol, ibuprofen, and caffeine all put together in one pill, and it got us through the shift, and said I could buy it at our local store, grocery store, and I don't know whatever happened. Not quite done with anything. Yes. Oh God, I'm a Ranison. Not quite done with everything. They got to fill the top half of this first, because that's just like a divot right now. Next Wednesday, hopefully take out the drain. Um, and then maybe the week after that, they can decide if it's another fill up, or they can schedule me. I think they want all this to heal first, and then I'm trying to figure out. Thank you, hon. We're talking about it last night. Are they gonna put the implants in the scar I already got, or do I get a separate one? I gotta look into that one too. Do I get, you know, because a lot of implants, I guess they go from the bottom. So I have one of the cats sounds like they have a fur ball. That was gross. But yeah, find out if I have another scar. Um, thank you, hon. As long as they keep my cleavage alone, leave my cleavage alone, we're good there. You know, ain't no one gonna see the scars that are out here. You know, so just leave the cleavage alone. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're usually one I catch on the comments. How you doing, Kristen? How you feeling? Um, I'm doing okay. I'm just hoping this is the last week of my little friend that I carry with me everywhere. So, oh God, the tortie just, yeah. I walked in here this morning and she'd thrown one up, and I'm like, yeah, go get the paper towel and the washcloth. And my next guess was, how in the hell did I miss that? There went my bandwidth. Yeah, the Wi-Fi. But I'll turn Wi-Fi off on here. But yeah, it was a good sized pile. Lovely. Yeah, they think it's sometimes and she'll look at me like, "You gonna clean that up? Like, you gonna stop doing that?" I mean, she's still. I mean, she's built like a pyramid, 18-pound little pyramid, and she'll crap in the litter box and then look at me like, "I left you a gift. Are you gonna take it out of there now?" So, and I could tell we were gone for a night. She was kind enough to leave us a gift in the litter box, but I could tell by the way it was like, oh, you were not happy we were gone. Like, cool. And that's, yeah, that, mm, she was kind enough to do that twice. It was like, I'm leaving the bathroom fan on overnight because I am not smelling this throughout the house. So, yeah, unfortunately, being an abandoned cat, I don't know how to show her how to bury it all. So she just sits there on top. Yeah. Oh God, and it's cold. At that point, it's cold. Oh, been there, done that. Mhm. Mhm. But yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it's just like oh, oh, she's gotta answer a gazillion questions here. Oh, I might have to go here in a second. Um, and check the laundry. So yeah, I'll probably get going so I can and have bandwidth, because this is why I do this at this time, because normally nobody's home. Yeah. Poor thing's on antibiotic, and I can't see what I'm writing. Like I said, she comes home once a week to do laundry. So, yep. I'm going to go check my laundry because if I don't, they end up in the dryer. And why can't I hit this return? Send there. If I don't, my clothes end up in the dryer that I don't want in the dryer. And I now know after the other day how a sausage feels when it's being shoved into a sausage casing, getting into my my yoga pants that I got at Costco for $12. Yeah, that was funny. I went to put them on and went, oh my God, I can't breathe. Oh, Pomeranians, I bet. My aunt she loved Pomeranians. I mean, they were always her little thing. I always had the bit bigger dog. But yeah, I'm gonna get going so I can double check. I don't lose a pair of pants. Yeah, I can't. No, I like those pants, but they're too small. Oh no. I haven't caught anything. I haven't been anywhere to catch any. I mean, the hospitals, but you got the routine. Wash, rinse, repeat constantly when you're on the hospital. But yeah, I was like, anybody sick, don't get near me because I didn't want to miss out on this surgery and have them reschedule it for God knows month. So yeah. So, oh, yeah. I, for one, would sit in a bathtub with a brand new pair of 501s and get it as hot as I could to where they actually shrunk to my body. I used to, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get going. Stuff's gonna go in the dryer from and I'll take it out once she leaves. Because I don't think it's anything too much. But I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I got nowhere to go this week. I kind of like being trapped, and Amazon's now delivering to the house again, so I don't have to leave for days at a time. I don't have to go to the post office. So, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same bat channel, same without any topic, but y'all can bring me a topic and we'll discuss it. Maybe I'll catch up on the news and have something to talk about. So, uh-huh. Yep. I used to wear my brothers. I couldn't even sit down. I'd have to lay down to zip them up or button them up. Yeah. So I will cut you all guys. Excuse me, rented lips. I will catch you guys all tomorrow. So, all of my love, Miss Dragon. Yep, I'm gonna go see what's going into the dryer. And I'll catch you all on the flip side. Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.